It's winter, it's been brutal. Some of them sleep in tents. Some of them don't even have tents.
And the city really wanted to open the warming station to get people out of those winter weather elements and prevent any weather-related deaths. There is a large number of people living unsheltered in the community, and we've estimated those numbers to be between the 60s and 70s. I'm LaTonya Muccioli. I'm the Housing Services Officer with the Division of Public Health and Community Services. Last year, we opened the warming station in February, and it was at the Unitarian Universalist Church. We weren't able to use that space this year, so we have used Elm Street, the middle school here. So we're definitely able to utilize more space and accommodate more people. The school is vacant right now, so we don't have to worry about interfering with anybody else or other programs.
Nelly for Nelimar. That's two Puerto Ricans making up a name. The warming station is open from 7 p.m. until 7 a.m., 7 days a week. It holds a capacity for 50. We haven't seen 50 yet.
As of recently, typically 30 or so per night. In the month of February, we had 92 people come total throughout the month. So not everybody comes every day. A warming station doesn't have any cots or beds for folks to lay down in. Our primary purpose was to open up and provide folks some shelter to escape the winter weather elements. But it's really meant for people to kind of just drop in, stay for a little while, warm up, get out of the cold. Everybody has to be over the age of 18. We don't serve any minors here. We have folks that have just fallen on hard times, and they are, unfortunately homeless and looking for somewhere to go. We have some folks that have mental health conditions, and we have some folks that have substance use disorder.
If it's the first time, we check them in. We go through the rules. And there is also a questionnaire, a one-time questionnaire that we have them fill up about if there is any drug abuse history. We check in their bags, that's very important. I mean, they can keep their pocketbook or maybe a bag of groceries, snacks that they brought, food from elsewhere.
Our guests are really anyone. So anyone in Nashua that's living unsheltered, we're welcoming them in. We operate a low barrier model, so we're not requiring ID to get in. We're not requiring sobriety. We do not allow for people to use substances on site. But we do encourage folks, if they are using substances, to come into the warming station so that we can monitor their safety.
We already know the type of behavior that we should be looking for in case we need to apply Narcan or have to call 911. We haven't had that happen yet. We understand not everybody has support system, and that's what we're here for.
We have a total of 12 per diem staff that were hired to operate the warming station. Most of them have other employment opportunities, so they only work a couple of nights or a couple of hours per night.
I'm usually the staff member that goes in at 11 until 7 a.m. Our task is to keep the homeless safe.
We also typically have volunteers from United Way that are available as well. It'll be between 1 and 2 volunteers for a 2-hour block.
We're so thankful for them because they help us serving the coffee, the door, when somebody is coming in, or when they're gonna go smoke a cigarette, we give cigarette breaks.
And we do allow folks to come and go as they please. We do have a TV, so some folks will watch DVDs throughout the night. So we do have some games, we have cards, puzzles, and adult coloring for folks to engage in as well when they're here. We also have a bulletin board where we post job openings or other events in the community that are going on. We do have a lot of recovery resources available for anyone that's looking to enter into treatment. We do have the division's community health workers that do come on site. Sometimes they do work some shifts, and they are really able to connect folks with additional services in the community. We come across a lot of people that might not have some of their documentation. So it could be an ID, a birth certificate, and some of those things hold up the process for obtaining a job or housing, because a lot of those applications require some form of identification. So our staff are able to get folks connected to that as well.
There is a lot of resources for them to be able to get housing, to get sober home, rehabs. Unfortunately, you cannot help anybody if they don't want to be helped.
We are using opioid abatement funds to pay for the overnight warming station operations. So we have to show the need for individuals with opioid use disorder. And again, we're really trying to offer recovery resources for folks that are ready, but we're also trying to prevent opioid use. And we do receive donations for food or coffee supplies, paper products. So we have had donations from the Salvation Army, First Church of Nashua, United Way has done some donations as well. So we're always taking non-perishable food items that we can give our guests. We often get asked, why we're not operating as a shelter or we don't have spots for people to lay down. We're only using this space temporarily. So we'll finish out the season here in April, and then we'll use the warming station next winter. But after that, there's other plans that the city has for the school. So we'll have to identify a new location. We also don't want to compete with the state funding that's allocated to our shelter partners because they are able to extend their shelter beds in the winter with some of that additional funding. So we were really trying to fill the gap here. We're able to serve more people by operating as a warming station as opposed to a shelter. And again, we know that these numbers continue to increase with people that are living unsheltered in the community every year. So we really wanted a space where we could accommodate the need.
Yes, they're homeless, but it's a very, very unified community. There was a guest that died from an overdose, but it was elsewhere that died. We're still grieving about them. It took only somebody to share their drug while the person was drunk and that person passed away. He froze to death. It's because of them that we're doing this, because at the end of the day, they still matter. It doesn't matter their circumstances, their problems. They're not their problems or circumstances, but not everybody is strong enough to say no to drugs.
So a lot of folks have said, for the most part, their experience has been very positive. They're happy to have a place to go. A lot of them said that if it wasn't for the warming station, they would have to be outside. They don't have any other options. So we're very happy that we've been able to meet the needs of those individuals and get them indoors and somewhere safe.
We're trying to do our best and help them and help their families too, because situations like addiction, it doesn't only affect them, it also affects their families.